Hello there, everybody. Welcome to Movies Are Real Best of 2024, the 9th annual Best of. Can you believe it? We've been doing this for almost a decade.
Crazy.
It's been almost, and I know that because Batman vs. Superman came out in the year of our Lord, 2016. And that is almost a decade-old movie. My God, it's been a decade since I lost that episode, folks. Anyways, hello there, everybody. Welcome to our Best of Extravaganza. Are we a bit late? Yes. Does it matter? Don't worry about it. But yes, we are here to discuss the best and worst motion pictures of the year of our Lord 2024 in various categories. For most of them, trying to find one winner and then two runners-up. Ryan Lance, how are you feeling about motion pictures in the year of 2024?
I mean, bad.
Okay.
But good.
Okay, great.
So two possibilities.
Great. Carrie, how are you feeling about the motion pictures of 2024?
I think it was a pretty good year. I was just going to confirm with my list. I feel like I watched more movies from last year than I have in the last several years.
Wow!
I watched 86 2024 releases.
That's a lot. I didn't even know they made that many movies in 2024.
I watched them all, and I'm here to tell you the
definitive list. Scientifically. Here we are. So, yes, let's get into it. Like I said, folks, we have multiple categories here, such as Best Style, Best Horror, Worst Movie, Best Surprise for Day 1. And Day 2, Most Disappointing, Standout Moment, Best Performance, Best Old Movies, which is not really that's just like us saying, hey, I found this movie. Essentially, it's your top 3 best old movies, essentially. In top 10 movies of 2024. So yes, for each category, we're looking for one winner and two runner-ups in each category. We have a list of films. We gotta whittle it down to only the cream, baby. So yeah, I was gonna say we can't watch every movie, but I think Carrie maybe watched all those movies.
I checked mine. I had seen 77 on my official
50
list.
For me? It's less than I did last year, I think, that's for sure.
No, because there's a ton I didn't see. I didn't see a lot of the bigger ones. Like I didn't see
Borderlands. Inside Out 2.
I did not see that.
I almost saw that.
I didn't see Twisters. I didn't see Deadpool.
I almost saw I'm Still Here yesterday, but I didn't. I might still watch it before we record Day 2, and then surprise, maybe it's on the list. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah.
Right. For 2025, our goal, make less movies, all right?
Knock it off!
I want to watch them.
Come on!
Give me a chance.
Yeah. So yes, our first category is Best Style, which is the most loosey-goosey category of all time. It's just like, this movie has a swagger, a panache, a je ne sais quoi, when you add up all of the cinematography, the costumes, the music, just everything about it's got a style, and this is some of the best of it. I think that's how best describe that category, and it's always like, is that style?
It's a great way to begin this event with, like, style. It's a weird term, but we're gonna go for it.
Yeah. The nominees for Best Style of 2024 are Longlegs, I Saw the TV Glow, The Substance, Look Back, Y2K, Stop Motion, Alien Romulus, Megalopolis, The Beast, The People's Joker, Hundreds of Beavers, Mads, and Madam Web. And again, it's an honor to be nominated.
Yes. If anyone wants to reach out, we'll send you an award for just being nominated. Francis Ford Coppola, we know you need one award for that movie.
It's certainly most. Now I don't know. It's
the movie Megalopolis.
Yeah, the Megalopolis is certainly the most something style, but I don't know what that adjective is.
It's like what
questionable style.
It is questionable. It's very like, he says he wrote like in the 2000s. It's very much what someone in the 2000s would think a utopia would look like. Just gold.
Yeah,
and,
I didn't finish this movie.
And
what
like
is
vague, return to Roman aesthetics. But yeah, this movie blows ass, so we can remove it for the list.
I frankly tried to think about Megalopolis as little as possible.
Somebody reminded me that Wow Platinum is a character in that movie. And
Wow Platinum, yeah.
That's pretty good. That's all I gotta say about that.
That is some good style, so we should add it back to the list.
I did The Beast. That's the movie with Léa Seydoux, right?
Léa Seydoux, yes.
Okay, I haven't seen that, so I can't really speak to it. But
it's a very good movie. It has like varying styles because it's set in 3 different time periods because it's a movie about fated like love and connections in this relationship that keeps going through reincarnation essentially.
Yeah.
So it's like set in like very like old-timey Portrait of a Lady on Fire style, French style to a more, I think it's like 2000s-esque style, which is very fun. Léa Seydoux looks very good in that 2000s style. And then like a vague, like flat white futuristic-y kind of thing. And despite it being like, kind of flat and, unstylistic, but it's very purposeful and interesting in the aspects that it does that. So it does a lot, and it spends like a decent like chunk in each of these time periods. I don't know if it hangs, but
Probably
it certainly is a very stylish and interesting movie.
Right.
With just how it commits fully to those 3 ideas.
Very visually interesting, very cool ideas. I love it. Good movie.
Okay.
Good movie. But it's cut.
Goodbye.
I don't think this hangs, but I just want to shout out Y2K. Again, that very specific 1990s style. AOL. Pokemon.
Video Now.
Video
Is that
Now.
2000s? No, it came out 2000s.
Basically, that's a fun aesthetic just because it's so locked in it's so locked in just that year specifically, just because that was 1999 and the turn of the millennium. And this just like does that in a really cool, genuine way, and then it plays off of it in more fun ways when it shifts into the more weird, wacky kind of stuff as to what a Y2K, horror future would look like. And it's great, at least according to some people on this podcast.
I like it. I think it's fun.
Okay, I couldn't remember where exactly
the general public is more so against this movie than us.
What a shame.
I know.
Did they announce a physical for this yet?
I don't think so. They have like a soundtrack for it, but I don't think
might have to import it from somewhere.
Yeah.
God damn
Yeah, I'm
it.
still waiting on fucking Problemestia.
Yeah, you have to import that as well.
That feels like it's gonna be a long ways away then.
Oh, Problemestia should be on this list.
Oh yeah, let's put that on this list.
Listen, there's too many movies.
I'll add it on here.
Thanks, George.
Yeah, but I don't know if that'll get like it's probably not gonna get the. I wrote that wrong, but that's fine. I probably did. It's not like I get a Lionsgate release, so it's gonna either have to get 824.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Shit. Okay, I think Alien Romulus was a very well visually made Alien movie, but I think it looks so good. But the substance is not there. I mean, the substance is on this list, but the substance is not in Alien Romulus for me to cheerlead it much farther than being like, you made a good looking ass Alien movie. Good job. But,
that's why I want to add it. This because
it looks great.
It looks just so of that era, and when you see some of the behind the scenes set stuff, they really committed to that hard.
Yeah, it looks perfect. I love it.
So
other than they used what's his name, his face, our little CG.
They did. It looks better on the
new release.
On the home release, it looks a little better. Not like it's still
Ian Holm. That's his name.
It's still that deep fakey. I know it's not exactly.
Yeah, I need to watch the comparison.
But so it's always going to be weird, but it looks a little better, and they got the permission from everyone, and everyone seemed to be fine with it.
I do enjoy that it looks better because they made an Ian Holm mask for The Hobbit, and so they found they found those, and then they used those as references for the home release.
Interesting.
Make it better.
You see, that's very cool, and that's why I really. That's why I am a weird defender of that movie. that people are like, just because I feel like
most people like Alien Romulus. It's just little babies like me who just like it.
I think it just commits hard, and I'm excited for whatever new thing I hope Fede Alvarez does. And Alien Earth comes out this year on Hulu, and I'm very excited for that as well.
Godspeed. Madam Web is definitely a movie with something. I need to rewatch Madam Web. It's been a whole year since I've rewatched Madam Web.
We could have a Madam Web watch party
Fuck
with
yeah.
my Madam Web steelbook.
I would
my
love
God.
to. Madam Web, listen, when the year ended, there was all the worst of the stuff. And Madam Web even won, I think, some Razzie stuff. And it's like, guys,
Dummies.
it is not even the worst Sony movie of the year.
Yeah.
Like, I think people are just forgetting that, Kraven is boring. And Madam Web is bad, but it's always
it's awesome.
It's always entertaining, and that really elevates it above all the boring superhero stuff. That I feel like
They danced on that diner to Toxic. That was fun. That was stylish.
good. They did. She ran over two people with her car.
Over people so many times.
They did a fantastic use of ADR, and by fantastic I mean most use of ADR.
It was a very stylish choice of ADR placement.
I think the weird ADR in Kraven is worse. If you see
Really?
that.
That's insane.
People saw it on the home video, but there's a scene where the lady from the lady lead.
Oh, Ariana DeBose?
Yes, that's her name. They need her to say something, and if you look at it, it's clearly just a still image, and they're moving the mouth. And people saw it, that's some weird ADR, but then once it was in the home release, people were able to stop and look. It's like, that's just a picture.
That's a puppet show.
That's a picture.
That's South Park.
So yeah, it gets worse.
Really
I
funny.
hate to say it.
Well,
I'm sorry, teens. It gets worse.
And I think we are immediately in where it's hard now to cut anything. I have not seen Hundreds of Beavers yet. I know it has a lot of beavers in it.
It does. Hundreds.
Uh-huh.
Only Carrie's seen this, and this is something that very commits black and white,
Yeah.
old school.
It's like an old Looney Tune, basically.
Yeah,
and
live
it's just-
action.
there's hardly any
Charlie
dialogue.
Chaplin kind of
Maybe.
wacky.
I haven't watched. Those
physical
are
stuff.
fucking old people movies. I haven't watched that.
We have a category called Best Old Movies.
Fuck. Not ancient movies.
Oh, that's a solid
what
point.
The fuck? No, but Hundreds of Beavers is such a fun bit. It's very hilarious, and it just commits fully to the bit of basically being a feature-length Looney Tunes cartoon of this guy who is trying to win the affections of this shopkeeper's daughter, and he's being tormented by hundreds of beavers, and the beavers are guys in beaver suits, not in the movie, but when you're watching it, it's people in beaver suits just running around. It's very cartoony, very hilarious, and I love it. It's a great bit. It's very powerful.
To keep it here and just I like Look Back. I don't like it as much as everyone else.
I felt I liked it a lot. I don't think it's the most stylish animated movie ever made. But when I was looking at the list,
It's definitely one of the most stylish movies, but I don't like that movie that much.
I thought it was fine.
Yeah, it's cute, and I like what it does with it does some fun stuff with animation. I think is very clever. There's not a lot of great animation stuff this year.
Yeah, well, I mean, there was that cat movie that everyone liked.
Yeah, I haven't seen Flo.
Oh, Flo, that's right. I also did not see that.
Why didn't you watch the cat movie? You're the cat guy.
Listen, it's because I'm the cat guy that I'm so nervous about watching a movie about a cat. It's
That's
so
fair.
stressful. It's like if anything bad happens to that cat, I will strangle my cat. I'm just like, why did you do this to us?
But
yeah, I respect that. And we can look back on Look Back.
Oh.
Nice.
Fuck.
Let's see here. This is a very stylish movie. I don't think it hangs for me, but Mads.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's got such a cool, strong gimmick.
Yes.
And I think that's probably, well, I don't want to say that's the strongest thing about it, but it's definitely one of the top selling points.
Yes, it has this very
one-shot style.
One-shot style that bleeds
frenetic,
into this
horrifying evening.
just like red acid trip kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it just commits to that in a very good way. I find a lot of movies that do like prolonged drug trip type of scenes to be very annoying, just because it's like, I get it. You know, I've seen this a million times and we're not really reinventing the wheel. But since that's such an integral part to this, and because it does it so well and differently with that whole one-shot style, it's very fun, and it kind of puts you more in the nightmare situation that the characters are in. Yeah. And it's really cool, and it has a very cool poster.
It does have a great poster.
It's one of the, fun, every year I think all of us do that Halloween resubscribe to Shudder.
Yeah.
I stay subscribed.
I know you're a true fan. I'm just saying for fake fans like us.
I just buy the Blu-rays at Walmart.
I do that too.
But this was one of my favorite, fun little surprises from
little
that time.
Shudder gems.
Little Shudder gems.
Okay.
But yeah. I don't know if it hangs either.
Get out of here.
I'll add it to my watch list.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's short too.
An hour and a half.
Short.
Wowie.
We love a short movie.
We added Problemestia at the last minute. That is a movie that its style, the style being the spirit of the lead creative in his comedy and his just. His creative vision is all over this movie in terms of like the performances from everyone, the costume design, the pacing, the way it's edited, just everything about it. Mm-hmm. And I said that out loud, and I was like, maybe it sticks along. I don't know how long it'll stick, but it really is like it's Julio Torres all over that bitch. Like, it's everywhere.
He's so funny. I was not familiar with him before Problemestia, and then after Problemestia, I went and watched his favorite shapes special that he did, and I was like, this guy, this is the real deal, as they say.
I talked about it when we talked about this movie, but I did not know that he made some of my favorite SNL digital little short things, not like the Lonely Island shorts, but like short movie things with that same kind of like weird style and like seriousness, but like insanity.
Right.
And yeah, he's very talented on that. So I don't know though. There's some very stylish, like right now we still have Longlegs, I Saw the TV Glow, Substance, Stop Motion, The People's Joker, Problemestia, and Hundreds of Beavers.
Yes.
Those are all very like style
a lot
is
of
like
visions this past year.
Yeah. So these are this is very tough.
I think Problemestia is gonna have to go up against all these. I don't know. Is that just George? What would we go? What would we sacrifice instead?
I don't know.
Stop motion is hard because it's like, I mean, stop motion, like it's almost a cheat because it's like hard to deny like how impressive and awesome it is, especially how gross and freaky the stop motion initiative is. Specifically, little meat man, little lady, yeah. It's gross and awesome. Yeah, this is tough. I think The People's Joker is probably top 3, honestly, in this one for me. I don't love the movie, but it's like
that style is so strong.
Yeah, it is a vision brought to life. Yeah, I don't know where the fuck to go here, guys. I Saw the TV Glow. It is a very good movie, and I really enjoy the pacing, and I like that Caroline Polachek song a lot. But I think against everything else, it's not gonna make it.
Really?
Fucking, I don't know, man. You tell me.
I don't know.
I'm just trying to find something to.
I don't know, man. I'm looking at this and like I think of like style, and I think I Saw the TV Glow.
Fuck. Okay.
Like that's where I'm at, just because the way it uses colors, the way it transitions between the real in quotes world and the TV world, and then how things kind of devolve between the two until like the final act where things are just like crazy and psychotic, and he fucking rips open his chest, man. Oh, it's so good.
Did they eat ice cream soup in this, or did I make that up?
There's the ice cream creature guy who
and
has
he
like
looks
melty
very
ice cream.
I think that maybe is it. I don't know why I thought of ice cream soup.
I don't know. That's ringing a vague bell in my head too, but I don't think it was from this.
But yeah, I have a hard, like, looking at all these, I love all of these, but when I'm thinking style,
right.
and I don't want to, like, skip ahead, but, like, I'm like, it has to be that one. It's so much style. I don't know. Like, I don't know what's coming up. I don't know. Oh, man. Oh, brother.
Well, Substance is on this list, right? Like, that's, I think, again, that's another one of those movies where, like, the mission statement and the vision of the movie, it is style, has its tendrils all over everything, from the pacing to the editing to the music to the costume design to the performances. Like, it's just, yeah. And all of it is, like, I don't even know, nightmare pop sort of fucking, yeah.
That is a good term for it. Yeah.
Well, I think we can delete hundreds of beavers.
That's a lot of beavers to cut.
I do. I'm going to fight them. I'm going to set up a whole big beaver trap, and I'm going to kill all the beavers. But I would recommend that movie. I think you guys would like it. It's laugh out loud funny.
It's been towards the top of my, I want to rewatch. Not rewatch, but I want to watch this.
My thing with that one is that it's been so hyped up for me that I'm worried I'm not going to like it now.
Yeah, I mean, it is just like an hour and a half or however long it is of just pure slapstick silliness. So that might run a little long for some people of just like the gimmicks of him doing Looney Tunes, Elmer Fudd shit.
Listen, Looney Tunes, Elmer Fudd shit, I am all for that.
Have you seen that new Looney Tunes movie yet?
It's not playing at the Alamo. and it's hard for me as an old man to justify spending $15 seeing a movie in a theater full of children by myself.
Full of children is
yeah, I hear not a lot of people are not seeing it.
Well, yeah. Full of maybe 25 to 30-year-olds.
But you get to see our pal Greg Marcus.
That's
and he'll
true.
be like, hi.
Hi. Hello, Ryan Lance. What? I see you're a grown man watching Looney Tunes. What's happening? Did he turn into an AI? Yes. What the hell?
Well, we cut hundreds of beavers. Rest in peace to all those beavers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. So we have to cut 3. There's Problemestia to go now. I feel like I don't know. It's not gonna make it. I don't think.
Yeah, probably not.
I'll cut it. I love that movie.
I love that movie too.
It is in my top 3.
Same.
I
think
just fantastic.
No, I think I moved my list around. I think Problemestia got edged out by Wicked, unfortunately. Sorry.
Listen,
sorry, Julio.
I'm sorry, but I saw that coming.
I had to be true to myself.
Where did it end up on the final score?
Wicked or Problemestia?
Wicked.
3.
Wow, okay. As soon as it ended, I saw you just like make up tears. I was like, well, that might somehow beat Lisa Frankenstein. But I guess we've known each other half of our lives. I guess I'm still learning stuff about you every single day.
I'm just, I've got a lot of layers, I'm always trying to be true to myself, but also trying to reinvent myself. So.
Oh my god. We've not talked about Longlegs yet.
It's another movie that's like got style all over.
It's so stylish. It's like when I try to pitch this to people, this doesn't work. I'm like, it's like if Twin Peaks was mean, and they're like, I don't know what that means.
It's like if we had a feature-length movie of that town at the beginning of Fire Walk with Me, where everyone's shitty and mean.
So this is happening in that town, by the way, that shitty town.
It's fucked up how much I think about that cop, and he's like, we got a telephone here. It's got a little bit of ring to it.
God. I can't believe people in 1992 thought that was a bad movie. That's insane.
But yeah, Longlegs, I mean, Nicolas Cage's like costume work and like the lead up to like what his full reveal is awesome. I think the pacing is, I think for a lot of people it's like, this is boring as hell. But it's just like a really tense detective noir. It's not really a horror movie, it's a detective movie. Like, it's really weird. There's like some weird mystical
and
stuff.
just the way Osgood's able to frame shots is just like it just creates dread in you without anything really happening. And then you'll notice like a weird demon in the background. You're like, oh god. And it's just, god, I love that movie so much. It sucks that I told myself I refused to buy the regular Blu-ray and and
I
trying
should
to
show you. I got a email from a Korean company that I follow, and they're doing a pre-order for a Longlegs release. They're the same company that put out my they're called Nova Nim. They put out my physical copy of Annette that I have, and it's gorgeous and wonderful.
That is tempting.
The only downside is you have to go in and turn off the Korean subtitles when you play your movie, which I know is a big issue.
That is a big issue.
But it was a very pretty box when I saw the email.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
Let me see here. Oh my god, that's my favorite poster too.
See?
Of her just be like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they've got some great stuff. They've got a really gorgeous pig release as well.
I know we're talking about, the movies. It pisses me off how America has the worst box covers. Even though we make the movies.
Yeah.
Well,
we make them. Why do we suck at the after?
Germany's got that huge ass rating on front of them, but a lot of them have a reverse slipcover because even they know that's fucking annoying. They're like, yeah, here's one without the big fucking USK logo.
This fucking country.
That is the top
exactly.
of our list of problems.
Listen here, Joe Biden. Joe Hussein Biden. It's 2024. He's still the president, right?
God, I don't want to be around anymore.
Okay. In terms of like movies, I enjoy the most. I think I would out of all the four here, stop motion is probably
I would say stop motion probably. We gave flowers to Mad God the year that it came out, so I mean, we let the stop motion claymation community have their.
Okay.
It's not their fault that this somehow ended up being a very stacked year for style. Okay, so we have Longlegs, TV Glow, Substance, and People's Joker. These are all very stylish. Man.
I don't know which one of these I would cut.
The People's Joker has the crazy wild Art Deco fucking architecture that the fucking was in Batman and Robin and Batman Forever with the fucking statue in the fucking middle of the goddamn city. And I really
it is a blinding movie. That's how I first like this is so I feel like I'm watching But I'm a Cheerleader, but like colored brighter.
Yeah.
Man, we always end up with something like this. It's never easy. It's never easy.
What if we cut Longlegs?
I
don't know.
I don't like that, but if it keeps everything moving, then I guess I'm okay with it.
I think my lock here, I don't think the substance is going anywhere, personally.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel I could go back and forth when I saw the TV Glow. I agree that a lot of the style is that movie. But I don't know, I just feel strong. I would feel stronger. I could see the argument for Longlegs and the People's Joker more for me.
I feel stronger about the style of I Saw the TV Glow than of Longlegs. I think I like Longlegs more.
Me too.
But I think I Saw the TV Glow style is more striking to me.
Okay, I can respect that, and I did nominate Longlegs for like every category. So
I think Longlegs will do handsomely.
Okay.
Yes.
The winner.
Okay, so the three are I Saw the TV Glow, The Substance, and The People's Joker. What is the winner? As I said before, I feel like the winner is I Saw the TV Glow.
Yeah.
I think we did it again where we each have our this is the three of us.
Oh no.
That's true.
I know when I made this list, I looked at like my top thing, and my top three movies are Longlegs, TV Glow, and Substance. So I began like each list with those things. Like, yeah, obviously.
There is something of the Substance for me. I love it. It's because it's just fucking smut for what I love in trash movies, but elevated to like its highest form and is an Oscar-nominated fucking winning movie. So I feel really strongly about it, but yeah, this is tough.
I think I love The People's Joker, But I think I would probably throw my hat in for the substance, to be honest.
Okay.
But I love all of them. They're all beautiful.
Okay, then I think the winner is then the substance.
Yeah.
For best style.
Substance.
Crazy.
Woo!
We did it again.
It's got the stuff.
It's you gotta pump it up, folks.
You've got to pump it up.
I was really waiting for more people to be. I mean, I thought the substance was gonna get a lot more guff from people who like the kind of people who saw Red Rocket and was like, "Oh, this guy sucks. Why are we saying this movie's good when this guy's a bad person?"
I think it got a lot of guff from the people who are like, this isn't really that deep. This is pretty on.
Yeah, I did get a lot of guff
It
from
got
that.
a lot of that guff. And I'm like, shut up, nerd.
Okay, best style. Congratulations to the substance, and congrats again to the People's Joker. And I saw the TV glow. Best horror.
We like the spooky movies on this show.
Again, if there was a category that's an honor to be nominated,
I think there's like 2 that came out this week that I wanted to ask you guys if you wanted to see.
Best horror is pretty self-explanatory. Again, our bar for best horror is usually most of the time anything that came out.
I restrained myself.
Wow.
Kind of. I did add a few of the Carrie faves.
Ryan, do you want to read the list for best horror, please?
I would love to. The best horror movies of 2024 are Longlegs, I Saw the TV Glow, The Substance, Red Rooms, Late Night with the Devil, Alien Romulus, Mads, Oddity, VHS Beyond, Stop Motion, The First Omen, Heretic, Terrifier 3, Imaginary, Night Swim, Tarot, Nosferatu, the Vourdalak, and Megaflopolis. Scary, scary stuff. What the hell is the Vourdalak?
The Vourdalak.
Vourdalak is a French movie again, I believe, where it's this guy. It's an old-timey setting, and it's this guy. I don't remember what this guy's job and quest was, but it's this guy who's got this old-timey powdery face makeup on. And he's trying to get to this
Back
family.
when men tried to look good.
Exactly. Back when we put in a little fucking effort, all right? No, but this guy is making his way to this family house, I think, to have some sort of meeting or something with the head of this household. And he finds the family there, but their father is not there. And he had left on a journey, and he said, I will be back in 6 days. If I'm not back in 6 days, if I come back after that 6 days, don't let me in, I will have become a Vourdalak, which is like a creepy, dead vampire creature.
Oh.
And after this guy arrives at the house, they tell him this, and then they find the dad sitting out in the yard, and he is a Vourdalak. But they're like, let's bring him in anyway.
Yeah, this movie looked cool. I wanted to watch it.
It's very cool. The way that they do the Vourdalak is he's just basically this big fucking puppet that goes around and interacts with the family, and it's big vibes. It won't hang because I'm the only one who watched it, but I really like it. And I had an oscilloscope laboratories put out a Blu-ray, so if anyone wants to borrow, let me know. I think it might be on Shudder or something, but
it has big Shudder energy.
Did I see it on Canopy? Maybe I saw it on Canopy. But
maybe, yeah.
But yeah, I wanted to watch.
It's a cool movie. It's very cool. I like the way they do the puppetry. It looks very fancy, and it's a very beautiful plush movie, and I really like it.
Okay.
Probably could have had a note in best style, but too late.
Oh well.
But yeah, I would highly recommend it.
You don't want to cut Megalopolis first? Out of principle? It was scary because of all the pedophiles that were getting work.
I did get the most effective jump scare when it was fucking John Voight, Dustin Hoffman, and Shia LaBeouf in quick succession. I was like, whoa,
yeah.
That was
so that was terrifying. That was terrifying.
That was scary. Fuck you, Megalopolis.
All right, we're moving Megalopolis.
Let me just be the one to say. All these people who can't handle Annette or can't handle fucking Baz Luhrmann, and then they're like, but Megalopolis, no, now that's a vision. Like, shut up.
Listen, those guys took one film class and they are insufferable.
Heretic. I wish I liked it more. I love Hugh Grant in it a lot.
Yeah.
But I don't
Great
feel
performance.
I saw a post that someone was like, now watching Heretic, and then they quoted their own post, and it was like, Ricky Gervais traps you in his house. now I can't take Heretic
Oh my
seriously
God.
anymore.
You're not wrong.
That's great. That is great.
It's so funny. But yeah, I like Heretic a lot, but it definitely doesn't hang.
It's definitely
I
a
wish I liked it
movie.
more as well.
If you want like a good like spooky performance from Mr. Hugh Grant, I would definitely recommend it. It's a very fun movie. All right, so let's go through a couple of Carrie choices. No offense.
Why?
We have a trifecta.
You're the one who nominated Alien Romulus.
That's true.
I can talk about we could get Alien Romulus if you'd like. I'm fine with that. It's a great movie. It's spooky and scary. It probably will not hang, but I just like it a lot more than most people, so I just had to shout out.
Fine.
But we have
Let's just all pretend Imaginary's bad.
We have a triple feature of Imaginary, Night Swim, and Tarot.
That sounds like the best night ever.
Yes, no, that is a great evening. You get some pals, you get some Mr. Pibbs. You will have a great evening with your friends if you watch Imaginary, Night Swim, and Tarot.
I would reprogram it. I would keep Imaginary first, just because if I put that anywhere later, everyone's gonna leave. I'd probably leave Night Swim as the finale. Or I would do Tarot in the middle so people can get their lunch during Tarot.
I respect ending strong with Night Swim though, as it's the most funny.
Okay, so I will delete them in that order. Well, I'll delete Tarot first because it's the one I like the least of the three. But Tarot is so funny. I think about it all the time.
They are.
What's her name? Chauncey?
Chauncey was imaginary.
Yes.
I remember Tarot the least, but I remember really enjoying it.
I also remember really enjoying Tarot.
Tarot is...
Good movie, no. Enjoyable, yes.
If Imaginary wasn't about a little bear, I probably wouldn't like it as much, but that does bolster it quite a bit, to be perfectly honest. I'll just admit my own biases.
What if it was about a horseshoe crab toy?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I wouldn't watch it.
Okay, good. I just try to think of the
Then it would win this category, because I would be pissing and puking in the theater. I would be that person who they write headlines about, like, new horseshoe crab horror movie premieres at festival, local fan dies. That would be me.
Okie dokie. Night Swim's still on the list.
Yeah.
I thought we were cutting it. My bad.
No.
Okay.
It's gone. The pool is the best thing that ever happened to this family.
I do enjoy Night Swim more than I enjoy, what was the movie? Alien Romulus. I will say that. So, hey.
Wow, okay. I'll just delete
that's
it now.
A win. That's a win for me.
I love Alien Romulus. It's definitely more creative than, like, scary. I think,
I do love that guy.
The guy is great.
the baby.
I know Fetty's done more gore and more scary stuff before. I don't know if so it's not as goriest or as scariest thing, but it's all very fun, and I'd love to see how he builds upon it. And it's just very solid and like a lot. But unfortunately, it's not the best horror movie of the year. But that's fine.
I don't think Terrifier 3 is gonna hang because George hasn't seen it and Ryan hates it.
I liked it.
You have Stockholm Syndrome, I feel.
No,
him.
No, I'll always watch these movies.
Because he went from, I fucking hate this shit, to watching it again, it's I still don't like it.
Yeah.
I tolerate it, it's fine.
Listen, I like this one the most until the ending just kind of it felt like...
It feels sandwiched and rushed. Yeah.
Yes, the ending. And I know there's an extended cut. I don't know if that fixes the problem. I don't know when I'll
watch the extended cut.
So I don't know when I'll be in the mood to watch that again. I would be open to it if it fixes the ending. But yeah, that ending just kind of ruined all the momentum just because it was just funny bit, go to hell. It's okay, that's nothing. And I don't know if it's as gory as the second one. I don't know if the second one's very gross.
I think
this one's more funny.
I think I like the third one more, but I think the second one is a stronger product.
Okay.
As a whole, I would say.
The third one has, it has all the Christmas stuff, which is very fun from him. It just has very weak, the stuff outside of him, which is, the driving force of the film, like narratively just is very weak.
Yeah.
So it ends.
That's kind of always been the case with them. I would say.
At least there's like something.
As someone who watched all of these for the first time last year, I'm an expert now.
Just because it's like we need to go back to the Terrifier and get the magic sword.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I just came back for the magic sword.
Yeah, that was odd.
And it's like, listen, I know people came here for art, but it helps the movie if you have, you know, the other stuff with it to help. Or else you just might as well make a bunch of shorts, you know, starring art, doing silly stuff, which would also make $1 billion. But yeah, Terrifier 3, probably
not.
So let's get
great movie.
I want to know what everyone's thoughts are on Oddity.
I really
love
like
that
Oddity.
movie, man.
Love it, really.
I think it's great.
I felt a little disappointed by it just because I know it came out around the time of Longlegs. And I remember seeing a lot of people was like, this is the actual good horror movie of the week. And it's like,
that's stupid.
Yeah. So when I eventually watched it, it might have been like, I think I had like,
you were just sitting there with your arms crossed.
No way. Nicolas Cage would never. And it's certainly very fun. The doll thing's weird. The golem, but it just didn't really do much for me beyond like a few little things.
Yeah,
I don't know.
In terms
of
I really like it. Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to know where it was
Love
at.
that golem. Love that lady. I love the lady, the lead actress. She's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the whole sister thing. Dirtbag husband. I always hated him. He was an asshole. I'm gonna kill him now. And the bitch of a new wife. I love her.
She was so funny.
Yeah, love that. VHS Beyond was good. I liked it a lot, but I don't know if it's gonna make the top 3.
Probably not.
Yeah.
No,
definitely
it kind of
not actually.
Yeah, definitely not. It just kind of if it ended a little stronger, maybe, but it just kind of.
I liked that last one, but I get it. It wasn't.
You couldn't see anything. That was the problem.
But it's just vibes. It was like it was trying to be like analog horror, but not.
Yeah, and I respect that, but you need to like balance it out with seeing the movie.
I liked it.
Which is fine. But I still liked it a lot and respected
It's
it a lot.
the best VHS movie we've gotten in a while.
In a
long while, yes. It's up there. I think I said it's up there with like 2 as
yes.
Yeah.
It's very good.
gold standard.
I really liked 94, but
94 is fun. It just had some.
That's
Ratma.
Okay. Yeah.
Ratma.
Ratma's a strong. That's a strong start. It's hard to top that.
Yeah. You can make a great VHS movie if you chose the best out of all the.
Ooh, that would be fun.
You would make the best movie ever made if you just handpick the best VHSs. Yeah.
VHS Ultimate.
I'm just glad I don't know if they announced another one this year.
They just gave it a 6 or something, or no, like 7. They just put a number on it. It wasn't like
Oh,
that's what I saw, but I don't know. Maybe that was just working
They're
title.
like, all right, we're done with this
Listen,
damn gimmick.
I'm just glad this franchise is back because I love it so much.
I'll keep buying that shit.
Even if they're just like the worst things, I'm just like, listen, that's fun. That's fun.
Um,
I don't think this one hangs. I like it a lot. Late Night with the Devil. I like the idea a lot. I think it does some really spooky stuff with it.
Yeah, George is a big hater on this one.
George is not a huge fan of it, and I'm not. I love this a lot, but I'm not gonna. There's some strong stuff on the list, so
I like it a lot, but I'm not gonna go for blows for an AI ass movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
You gonna cut it, Ryan?
I'll cut it.
I do really like that movie, though.
It's a fun movie. I love the idea. I love the guy. It's a funny guy. I can never remember how to say his last name.
I was saying Desmalchian, but I think it might be Malchian. I'm not sure.
No one knows. Call him up, George.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Just saw you being a weird in the movie Prisoners.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Stop motion back on. I love the stop motion parts, but as a whole movie, I don't feel that strongly about it.
Yeah, I don't think that one's gonna hang, but it's a great movie.
It's a great movie, and
it's a good movie.
It has some great gore, upsetting moments. Just maybe not the most consistent, but that's also not what it's trying to do.
I'm glad it exists.
Oh yes,
but somehow saying that feels like the most meanest thing
I'm glad Megalopolis exists because
it shows me
how low we're willing to be as people.
It reminds me that dudes are still out here doing their thing, and
And what that
no
thing
one
is-
can stop them, even if they wanted to. Never has there been a better time to be a dude who wants to do things.
Dudes rock.
Speaking of dudes who want to do things, Nosferatu.
Oh yeah, he does.
Heyo.
I like this movie a lot, but like when I watch it, it does like it's a horror movie, but it is so gothic, and gothic isn't necessarily horror to me. Am I wrong in saying that?
I mean, the basis of a lot of
Yeah.
horror, it comes from Gothic literature and
I
Gothic
know,
ideals.
I
so
know, but it feels
It's kind of like going up to a forefather and being like, "What did you do?"
I would like to know what they were really doing back then. Why are your teeth made of wood, idiot?
I do think it has a disadvantage because it's not up. It's kind of apples. It's a little apples and oranges, but not
Right.
totally.
No, I don't think it'll hang. I just think that was a little much.
Maybe an apple. to a
Okay.
pear.
It just feels so like of the classic stuff. It feels like so much has changed in horror film since then, and I appreciate it staying so like of that era.
Mhm.
It's something that that director does very well.
No me gusta Lily Rose Depp. Sorry.
That's totally fair.
I thought she was pretty good.
I love Willem Dafoe in it though. Holy
He was
shit.
awesome.
My God.
So,
I like
yeah.
Nicholas Hoult fine. He's a classic wormy little guy. I don't know. He's
We
fine.
like good worms on this show.
He's just like
Two.
Which is why we didn't nominate Dude for anything.
I don't think Dune got a single nomination
No,
from
it's
us.
fine. No, it's fine.
Sorry. But yeah, we can get rid of Nosferatu.
Okay.
Nosferatu. All right, let's see where we're at now. Longlegs, I Saw the TV Glow, The Substance, Red Rooms, Mads, Oddity, The First Omen.
I need to rewatch The First Omen.
God, I love that movie.
It's very good.
Looking at these, I think Mads is my least favorite.
Yeah, I think
it's
I'd agree with that.
it's very cool and very stylistic, as we said, but
It deserves its shout out.
it deserves
and
a
it
shout
has
out.
received that.
But it can't. It's hard to hang with
right.
ones like this.
We got some heavy hitters here.
Okay.
Sorry, Mads.
What if? Listen, I Saw a TV Glow is horrifying. At the idea of choosing to live a lie for the rest of your life, and always wondering what would have happened if I made a different choice. But I think there's other stuff on here that I think I put it above it personally.
in terms of just raw
Yeah.
horror energy.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think I agree with that.
It is definitely more of, heartbreaking and dramatic, and it uses horror to elevate those things.
I hate when I can't find a chapstick. Because his lips are chapped at the end.
I see. Got it.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking to yourself. It's like, oh, God, don't you guys hate it? It's like, what's happening?
Yeah.
All right. We've not talked about Red Rooms yet.
I think it's
When-
going to be
Red
on the list.
When-
I'm not even the biggest fan of it.
Holy shit.
When Carrie gave me the Blu-ray for this, I was blown away.
Hell
I loved
yeah.
this movie.
Love these French Canadians.
Just imagine me sitting in a theater at like 10 p.m. with two other people watching this, and I'm like, whoa.
Are you seeing
You
this?
seeing this shit? What the fuck?
That's crazy.
Crazy.
That movie is so tense. It's definitely maybe more thriller than horror, which depending on what the top 3 ends up being, it might count
Right.
against it. But when it gets terrified and like the screen glows red over the horror things that you're watching on the dark web, you're like, oh, this is so good.
Yeah.
It is a great movie.
I wish I liked it more, but I cannot totally.
and I need to buy the Blu-ray for it
Have
myself.
fun. It's like sold out, bud.
I know.
Ludovic Chevalier Innocent, folks. That's his name, right? Ludovic.
I think so, yeah.
You could say any like
Ludovic
French
Chaulet.
name, but I'd be like, yeah, that was the guy.
I work with French Canadians, so that yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna go to Montreal in May and be like, this is where they filmed Red Rooms. It's crazy. That's also where they filmed, I guess, a humanist vampire, whatever the fuck.
that was a fun
French
movie.
Canadian. Anyways, yeah, Red Rooms is not going anywhere. I don't think.
Love it.
Longlegs, though.
No, I think I can't. I'm
Okay,
sorry,
okay.
I can't. That is such a dread-inducing thing.
I know.
And just like the way It's so good.
Okay.
Just everything about it is just like...
Again, I love that movie too. I'm just coming at stuff just to come
No,
at...
I respect it.
Yeah.
As I said before, I think we're at Longlegs, Substance, Red Rooms, Oddity, First Omen. I think the one I enjoy the least is still Oddity. If we're cutting stuff, I think the Substance is more just awesome than horror.
That's true. I see your psychology you're playing on me.
Because the
horror...
It's
so good.
The horror is like, yeah, I do feel bad about the way I look. You know?
That is horrific.
And, you know, when she comes out of that lady's back, that is gross and disgusting. But it's also kind of awesome at the same time. So, awesome. if that's the logic that it helps us narrow stuff down.
It's too much of a crowd pleaser.
Everyone kept cheering. I wasn't able to feel the dread because everyone kept going, yeah!
All right, fair enough.
Man, crazy.
That's insane.
Unless you disagree, Carrie.
No, I get it.
Okay.
And then if you guys are still strong about Oddity, then I guess my same logic of Red Rooms of maybe it's more of a thriller to be here.
Carrie, how much do you love the First Omen over Oddity? Quite a bit?
Quite a bit.
Okay.
I really like Oddity. I think it's
you were going a little Jennifer Coolidge, just like, oh, I really like the Oddity.
I really like the First Omen. Makes me happy. But you're not like super crazy about the First Omen, are you, Ryan?
No, I'm not.
See,
I just know that you guys were like really like, I like it a lot. In the terms of like what it was going into it and what it ended up being, it is like a solid. You know, someone who you want to show someone just like a standard, like, this is a horror movie without like, you know, with like some surprise, but not like, you wouldn't show someone who's never seen a horror movie Longlegs first, because then they'll kill themselves.
Like, what the F did I just watch?
Yeah.
That was weird. But yeah, I think it would be the most fair to cut First Omen. I love that movie. It's one of my faves of the year, but I think in terms of passion from the group, it's the most fair to delete that one.
I just remember when that came out, you guys were super high on it, so
that was the most.
I didn't really want to cut it.
That was the most me cheering in the theater Marvel-ass moment I've ever had in my life.
I mean, yeah, your expectations were on the ground.
I mean, I thought it was going to suck.
Because none of us really care about the Omen movies.
No.
Really, yeah.
And it's like, all right, that's a weird idea. And also, Immaculate just came
out.
We
watched Immaculate, and that wasn't very good.
No, it wasn't very good. And it was only made more not good compared to... It's just crazy. Yeah.
All right, so we have the 3 best horror movies of the year are Longlegs, Red Rooms, and Oddity.
Oh.
Like I said...
I'm not going to push for Oddity. I'm not pushing for Oddity.
I can't...
I just want you guys to look at my list right here. They're all like next to each other. Oddity's a bit further down, but I do love Oddity. All this red right here.
All that red. Like, Longlegs is so good. Like, it's such, like, horror is just like in its DNA and just like evil and devil and just the way it's just like constantly building up that dread and it just never lets you go. It's so good.
It's also kind of funny.
It does have its funny moments that help perfectly, like, you know, devolve that just a little bit to give you like some breathing room between, you know,
it makes the main character human, I think.
Yes.
Like when she's like, do I have to go into your house?
It's great.
That's between Longlegs and Red Rooms, and I don't know.
Right.
I like Longlegs more, I guess.
Where are you at, Carrie?
I love them both, but I do think I like Longlegs slightly more than Red Rooms, but I'm obsessed with both of them. To be perfectly honest.
Fair. That is fair. So I think that means the winner's Longlegs, right? Mm-hmm. Don't you buy that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Ryan coyly being like, I think that means that my
so
pick
crazy.
wins. I think. I don't know. Let me double check.
That's crazy. Let me think about this real quick.
Hold on.
Oh my god, it's the winner.
Ludovic Chevalier. Whatever the fuck. Shout out
I was saying Chevalier, but I don't know if that's...
Ludovic Chevalier. That might be Chevalier.
I don't know.
Anyway.
I don't speak French Canadian.
All right, Longlegs is the best horror movie of the year, followed up by Red Rooms and Oddity. That is
a weird thing you got there.
That's not what I thought. I like that list, but it's not what I thought going into this. That's pretty good.
Weird Woodman. Golem. Worst movie. This goes to the worst movie of the three worst with the one winner. This is, I don't know. I mean, some of y'all are still about that life, but I tapped out. Like I can't go watch.
I need one as a palate cleanser every now and then.
I need to remind myself how bad things can get.
I don't think that's a cleanser. I think it's a palate shittener.
Yeah, it
I need to go eat dirt every once in a while.
It completely refreshes it because I have dirt in my mouth. It's like, I watched the Garfield movie. I know what a good animated movie is now.
Carrie, do you want to read the nominees for worst movie?
It would be an honor. So our nominees for the worst movie of 2024 are Megacrapolis, Kraven the Hunter, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, Afraid, the Garfield Movie, The Strangers, Chapter 1 of 1, says Ryan, Emila Perez, Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire, and Argylle.
I completely forgot Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire came out. I watched that in 3D.
And
it was
pretty good,
funny.
Right?
It wasn't bad 3D because the whole movie's animated,
yeah.
So it's like, it's not bad.
I did not watch that in 3D, right?
I think I was the only. I think we all watched it separate.
No, I watched it in the fucking Dolby Theater, so the color looked like shit. So it looked like I was watching in 3D.
You went into it in a bad mood. That's why you didn't like it.
Who cares about these fucking monkeys, man?
I mean, I don't particularly care about them, but I thought it was very funny. And Dan Stevens was there as a monkey dentist.
He was on, yes, and Rebecca Ferguson was also there, yes.
And she cut her hair.
She did
in disguise.
Since making this list, The Strangers Chapter 2 was finally announced.
It knocked Saw off the
I think
so sad.
I think what happened was they were like, okay, we actually can't make Saw.
Yeah.
But we want to keep this spot, and we have this thing just hanging on the shelf that we were gonna write off for tax reasons. Let's just put it out there.
I don't like it.
So I guess by that reason, maybe The Strangers Chapter 1, because it sucks. Like, it's not a good movie. Bad. But I think part of what made you and me have such a bad experience is we rewatched the first Strangers.
Which is also bad.
But this is just a beat for beat, but like a little worse.
Slightly modernized
in like a bad way. Yeah. And like it tries to like...
They're lovey-dovey, right?
They're very lovey-dovey. There's no
tension.
Divorce on the horizon subplot, which was more interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
It definitely feels more like the strangers are calculated as opposed to the like because you were here. Cause in the words like because you were home, which is what the big like horse like this is just a random thing. But like they're in this movie like because you're here at this Airbnb, which implies like we do this to people at this Airbnb.
It's so lame in Chapter 2 where they're like we're the strangers and we set up a collection of Airbnbs and we murder people at them.
And it's like that's boring. Then really it's more fun if you just go into someone else's like own domain and just like.
Who knows if that's what they're going to do, but I feel like that's 100%.
It's impossible to know because now they're going into fully uncharted waters.
Yeah. Hopefully Richard Brake is one of the strangers, because he was in this. That's one of the reasons I was like, I'll go. Richard Brake's in it. I love him. And he just was silently sitting at the diner and didn't have any lines and never showed up again. So
he is probably one of the strangers, I would assume
I hope he's the doll-faced little girl one.
We can keep that movie, because it's just like...
Stinky bad, horrible.
Stinky bad.
Okay.
And it's going to keep on going. I didn't see Afraid.
I don't think it hangs.
Okay. No, it's bad,
it's
but
funny.
It is also entertaining. It's just not like the level of entertaining as like a Night Swim.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, it's bad enough that I put it here instead of in the in the best horror category.
But unfortunately, this is a pretty stacked. Even though it's our shortest list, it's a pretty stacked worst.
It's a stacked bad year.
I hated Sonic the Hedgehog 3 for all the reasons I hated 2 and 1. I know some people on this couch, we're on a couch, defend this movie more than they should. I think.
I mean, I was okay. So I was negative on the podcast, but I came around to it during the Christmas break.
It's like now they played Live and Learn.
This is more like if I could appreciate this as I was a child. So I was like, yeah, I don't feel strongly about it anymore. I may have if we would have done this list after watching it. If we recorded that episode, I probably would have stick. But now I'm like, it's fine.
I deny my theory is not where Sonic 2 had me.
2's bad. I fucking hate that shit.
2's very bad. This one's also bad, but it's, the passion's gone. What do you do when the passion leaves you, Carrie?
You cut it off the list.
Oh, okay. That's very easy to do, actually.
Is the Garfield movie that bad?
Oh, it really sucks. Like,
I hate that Chris Pratt is Garfield. I fucking hate that shit.
He's not
Show some respect.
He's not doing a terrible job. It just feels very...
I bet he is. I bet he is doing a terrible job.
It's not as much... Because he's done a lot of animated stuff before, and this is definitely... You can feel that he's not as enthusiastic about this. Because, like, him in the Lego movie, that's a very good animated performance. Mario's fine. This is just, like, boring. What sucks about this is it's trying to be like a weird action movie where Garfield gets back in touch with his dad, who's Samuel L. Jackson. And they have to go do a heist.
Oh, this sounds terrible.
And it's modern, it's a kids movie, but there has to be some Marvel-y action for the kids, and it sucks. And it also has some of the most atrocious product placement I've ever seen. John, who's a cartoonist, he does cartoons, owns his own house, which is already infuriating. But he owns a robot vacuum, which is a $1,000 robot vacuum. It's the most expensive one of those ever, and it rolls around with the logo very clearly on it. And it's crazy. And there is one scene, I can't remember exactly, but Garfield goes and buys something on the Walmart app, I want to say.
Oh my god.
And then it arrives immediately, and it's another product-placed object.
Probably like a Stouffer's lasagna or
It's something like that. I need to look it up because it's bothering me now. But product placement drives me crazy, especially in animated movies, just because it's like someone drew that. Sure. Someone drew the Roborock logo, and man... it's bad.
The only good product placement was in the Power Rangers movie when they were at Christmas.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
That was funny. That was just funny.
Yeah. So yeah, I can't speak to it, but so it just stays on there for now.
Yeah, I hated it.
Folks, I did not see Emila Perez, and I'm so proud to say I did not see it.
You shouldn't watch it.
And it doesn't matter anymore. I never have to think about that movie ever again.
I think we should not speak on it. It's really bad.
Okay.
I don't know if it's worse than some of the other worseness on here. I don't know. I've purged my brain of the Emila Perez hatred.
Great,
now that the Oscars are over. I still hate it, but I don't actively I don't actively dwell on it as much anymore.
Okay, I believe he used the Walmart app to get something FedEx to him, and that was Pop Chips.
I fucking hate that.
I think that was it. I was just looking up a bunch of product mixes. I think that's the scenario.
That's really funny.
Thankfully, no one watched the movie, so no one can fact check me if I'm wrong there.
God.
Well, no, that sucks.
100%.
But when I saw the Roborock vacuum, because that is a $1,000 robot vacuum that a cartoonist owns, I was like, guys, at least make it be believable. At least give him a TCL TV, something a cartoonist can afford. Come on, guys.
I did not finish Megacrapolis. So
that might be part of why it sucks so bad.
That's true. I did walk out. It is one
walkout.
Half of our theater walked out of that movie, but we stayed because we love the craft.
Of course.
Yeah, but it's also was bad all the time.
It's really bad.
Okay.
I love the part where he gets shot in the face, and they fix his face with his magical liquid or whatever.
His
unobtainium.
His transformium.
Megalon.
Thank
you, yes.
And he has a megalon weird face, which is a crazy effect in terms of what it's going for and how bad it looks.
It looks like a computer animated Phantom of the Opera mask.
Yes. And he's like, I'm hideous. And in the next scene, he's fine.
Totally fine.
It's just amazing. And there's also all those pedophiles in that movie who are getting paid money.
That's a problem.
That is a problem. That qualifies for worst if I ever saw one.
I agree.
Yeah, I could keep it on there.
Godzilla X Kong.
Fuck, I hate that movie.
Okay, I just wanted to say it and see what happened. I just wanted to say it and see what happened.
Movie, man.
What about it? Is it how it's uninspired?
Like the beginning part, the middle part.
It's just, I don't know. It's just bad. Why is it about these fucking monkeys? Who gives a shit? It's a Godzilla movie.
Yeah, well, they want to use the Kong because that's what the American people own, so they get to have to pay the less rights.
And just everyone's bad in it. Dan Stevens is not even fun in it. Rebecca Ferguson, what are you doing? What are you doing? The guy from the fucking security guard from Trap is in this. It's been long enough. I fucking hate this movie, man.
Okay.
What about the part where he picks up the little monkey and hits
Fucking
the other monkeys
sucks.
with it?
Who cares?
I care about that part.
Okay, in that case, where are we at with Argylle? One of the first
It
movies.
fucking sucks.
Okay.
It's one of the worst movies of the year, by far.
Okay. I definitely hated it the least just because
I haven't even seen it. I fucking hate it.
Just because I couldn't bring myself to care about Argylle. I don't know how to put that.
I have not seen it. I fucking hate that movie.
It's really bad.
Why does it look like that?
No one knows. No one knows. Why is it a Kingsman movie at the end?
Yeah, how did Matthew Vaughn let this happen?
How did someone let Matthew Vaughn let it happen? People have been trying to stop it from making these Kingsman movies for years. Okay.
It's really bad.
I feel like we have to have a Sony movie as the principal on the top
But do
three.
you really care about Kraven the Hunter that much?
No, but remember the still image they moved the lips
I haven't
on?
seen it yet, so this could be slander and lies. So I'll look this up.
It's very funny. You see it and it looks so funny. It's the craziest thing you've ever seen.
ADR. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen this. I can't. Yeah. I can't say.
All right, so we.
Oh, fucking shit!
I told you.
That's insane.
I told you it's insane.
I don't remember this.
All right.
Is this real?
This is a real thing of the movie. I know, right? We all watched that, but because we were watching a terrible movie, we just let it slide.
Great. I'm watching this slash film. No, you didn't imagine. Oh, I thought it said Kraven the Hunter's weird digital mouth scene explained. What the fuck?
It's finally it explained a video that matters. Okay, so right now we have Megalopolis, Kraven, Garfield, Strangers Chapter 1 of 2, Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire, and Argylle. Carrie, where are you feeling right now?
I mean,
I don't know where I'm at.
I think if I had to pick a lock, I would say my lock is Megalopolis.
That's what I think too.
I don't have a lot of passionate hatred towards Kraven, but that's really bad. But
yeah, but it's still that's.
The Stranger sucks, but I wouldn't be upset if we cut that one in service of some of these other stinkers.
Okay.
I liked Godzilla X Kong, but I know George hates it.
We can cut it if we can. Okay, Argyle's got to be on this list. I have not seen this fucking movie, and I fucking hate it.
That movie's insane.
And Stranger Chapter 1 sounds awful, so.
Okay, I'm going to cut Godzilla.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's what it sounds like we're doing.
God damn it, you fuckers. Hey, Godzilla, King of the Monsters.
I'm going to cut Kraven, which, Sony, great job. You guys finally did it.
Please make more.
Or don't make any more movies, please.
Please.
No more live-action villain movies. You're not
Are
good
they
at
making
it.
the Minecraft movies or Warner Brothers? It's Warner Brothers, right?
It's Warner Brothers. But don't worry, that's going to be on the list for next year. So we gotta cut one more movie. Megalopolis feels like a lock.
I think the Garfield movie doesn't have the guts to...
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It sucks. And it's unapologetically bad.
That product placement sounds very funny.
Oh, but it's also just the most uninspired kids movie stuff.
Right.
They're just placing Garfield in a generic cartoon plot with nothing. And Garfield lore isn't this extravagant thing. But at least with the first live action Garfield movie, that was doing something with him first living with Dog, you know,
Odie?
Odie, yes, Odie. And it's like, okay, then that's the conflict. This is like, Garfield has a dad, and this also canonically makes him black, which is very confusing.
So let's get
So you're saying the Bill Murray... Okay, I stand... In my memory, the Garfield original movie is not that bad.
I liked it as a kid, but I was a kid.
I loved Garfield as a kid. I still love Garfield.
This new one is just an
disgrace
unapologetically bad Garfield movie.
Is a disgrace.
When it has this resurgence of weirdness, you think they could be in the... They take that opportunity and like get a little wild with it, especially because like the Garfield cartoons would get like wild with like him, you know, meeting aliens and time travel. But this is just like, we gotta go save my dad from the cat mob, and it's like, okay, that's fine. I got my Robo-Rock vacuum. Thank you, FedEx.
So the worst movie is what?
It's Megalopolis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like obviously, right? I'm sorry.
I guess so. I haven't seen the other two, so I guess so.
It's just like it's so.
I fucking hate Argylle. I haven't seen that movie.
Megalopolis is just so arrogant, and like it begins with like it feels like the director is telling you how great his movie is. Like imagine if Argylle began with Matthew Vaughn being like, "This movie is gonna blow your goddamn mind, kids," and then the main character was just him, and you're like, "Guys, this movie is blowing your goddamn mind, am I right?" It's like, no.
It has an incredible performance from Aubrey Plaza, though. Just incredible.
Yes, it's very funny, but just everything about this, the pedophiles in the movie, the just like OC nature of what he did with Adam Driver's character, and just like the conflict being like, no one believes I could make something so beautiful, and then everyone is proven wrong at the end of it.
It's very
when the movie blows ass, it's insane.
Okay.
Like the arrogance of someone who, you know, has lived through wars would think this is something I can bring to the world and they will thank me. It's crazy to me.
Okay. Well, Megacrapolis, congratulations, you're the worst movie.
Hell yeah.
Many people would say that Godzilla X Kong is also one of the worst movies, but you know.
Listen, it was on the list.
Yeah, it was on the list.
They can get the award if they email us.
The Strangers Chapter 1, you're also bad. Argylle, fuck you. I hate this movie. I've not seen it. How we confirm that there's more than 2 chapters to The Strangers chapter, whatever?
From what I remember, the original thing was, I believe they filmed 3.
There's gonna be 3, yeah.
3 things, and they filmed them back to back because like it was like one set, you know, and it's 90 minutes, so you can film that. You can film 3 Strangers movies because they're so simple in nature, like pretty quickly, compared to like, you know, a Marvel movie. So like I believe that they've already filmed all of them. I have a theory that maybe because 1 was so bad, they might be cutting 2 and 3 into one movie. That's just a theory. It's based on absolutely nothing, but we'll have to wait until September of this year to find out.
Well, the last category of the day is Best Surprise. Expectations is the whole ballpark of this. It's like we walked in not thinking a lot, and we're like, wow, that was pretty good, or that was great. So yeah, Best Surprise. The nominees are Red Rooms, Problemestia, Lisa Frankenstein, Megaloposhit, The First Omen, Alien Romulus, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, Twisters, Deadpool and Wolverine, Civil War, The Fall Guy, Smile 2, Your Monster, and Beetlejuice. Get the fuck out of Megalopolis.
George, we all love your wife, but did you let her add The Fall Guy to...
It's a good movie!
Okay. I think you spent a little too much time with your wife there, buddy. She's influencing you a lot.
It's a good movie. Yeah, it's got fucking Kraven the Hunter in it.
Oh yeah, having a good year.
Yeah, he's in Nosferatu.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta
He's
go.
Be in 28 years. He's gonna be in 28 years later this year.
Oh yeah, it's true.
He's the lead.
I don't get.
He's getting work to me. I thought he was all right.
He's fine.
I think if he he's a fine actor. I don't hate him. I think he is capable of doing a performance that turns me around to be like, he's good.
Right.
So I've never disliked anything of his passionately.
Well,
I think I'll cut Alien Romulus because that was a surprise to me mostly.
Right.
And I'm the one who loves the movie the most, and I will do the same with Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Just because I know George's not... I think that movie had a lot writing against it, losing Matt Reeves and also losing a lot of the...
Kevin Durant. He's in that movie.
The cast stuff, but it just makes its own new world. It feels like such a classic adventure movie of just like going on this journey through this weird world full of crazy monkeys going crazy, and I love it. It's
I think George just hates monkeys.
That's usually you.
Rise of the Planet of the Apes is great. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Sorry, not Rise. Dawn. Rise is fine.
Rise is
okay.
You know,
it's fine.
It has its moments.
They're all bad.
Oh no. They all have monkeys not being
Batman not on this list.
Well, that came out this year, didn't it?
Did it?
I think it was early this year.
Was it January? Or was it December? Maybe you're
thought
right.
it
I think
was
you're right.
January.
Maybe you're right. You're right. That's crazy, bro. Anyways.
I don't know.
King of the Planet of the Apes. Good luck with that Zelda movie. I don't fucking know. Kevin Durant is a monkey. It's fucked up how much I had no idea about the actor Kevin Durant. And now I know. I saw 2 movies with him last year, being Abigail and this.
Oh, okay.
And I was listening to a podcast where they were talking about Kevin Durant. And I was like, what the fuck is everyone talking about this actor? I've never heard of him until last year. Anyways. Twisters was a nice surprise, but it's not gonna hang. I was hoping it'd be good, and it didn't. It met my bar actually. I was like, I think this is gonna be okay, and I hope it's okay, because if it's bad, I'm gonna be mad. And it was fine, and we can take it off the list.
I think similarly, Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Know.
It's
but yeah, we can cut it. But
it's fun. It's. I think it's the
story's garbage.
Story's garbage, but that's fine. Hugh Jackman is a great, counter to Ryan Reynolds playing Ryan Reynolds at this point. He's the least annoying in this one, because that's the main thing with like Deadpool 1 and 2 is
because
like,
you have somebody being like
you have a really good person counteracting him, and it had the I rewatched Deadpool 1 and 2 last year before this, and like for every joke I liked and thought was good, there was 2 like, that is cringy, or that is like such an easy thing to do. It's like, oh, he made a Thanos reference. Carrie, why aren't you laughing your ass off?
Purple guy.
Yeah, purple man. But like, this was fun and entertaining, and I felt like all the cameo stuff was fun and didn't feel too like, self-serving of like, look, we got this guy, and it's like, yeah, and you're doing something fun with him, so that's good. But yeah, probably doesn't hang because it's a
I was just surprised that I let myself I let myself be looking forward to it when we went in, because I was like, again, in a cringe way, I was like, yeah, let's fucking go. I could do with one of these movies too. But it's also one of the worst looking Marvel movies.
It has some bad
dog
moments.
Shit. Why does it look like this? You spent so much money, because I rewatched recently, and I don't know, the 4K of it all maybe doesn't help. But
I was wanting to rewatch it just because of that reason.
Yeah, but I was watching the intro with the bye.
Yeah,
and it's clearly like there are scenes that are like all the stuff where like Deadpool is just doing the dance moves by himself. Like, this is just a green screen, and it's not in this scene, and it's not. It looks shit.
It's Marvel's whole like, we're gonna fix it in post thing just gets worse and worse because they're not making anything.
Why is
I keep hearing that they're fixing that because they heard like, oh, people don't like when we make the whole movie after in post.
Yeah.
And yeah, no one likes it because then you get Quantumania and Deadpool Wolverine, but they don't look real.
Why is Hugh Jackman a CGI man? And
that was a really weird thing. That was very weird.
Anyways, so yeah, we can cut it though. Yeah. Smile 2 is better than Smile 1, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe. What do you think, Harry? Do you think? I think Naomi Scott really fucking kills it.
I think it's a lot grander.
Yeah.
And is a lot more
I love
interesting than the first one. I have a really soft spot for the first one. I just really like it just because of how bonkers it goes at the end, and I love all the subversion stuff, which this one does too, but I don't know. I think objectively Smile 2 is better than Smile 1. Yes.
It is surprising that I think it's either on the level of 1 or a little bit better, depending on who you are. It's not like, wow, bad.
Yeah.
I thought Smile 1 was very bad, and I thought this one was fine.
Okay.
For the most part.
See, there we go.
I still...
Smile 3, you're going to be like, hey.
I'll watch it, of course, just because, like, I've watched Terrifier 3, so clearly I'll go on, I'll continue on any franchise I don't like. But I really liked it until all the, like, twisty reveal stuff at the end of Smile 2 just got, like, pointless. Like, okay, but, like, okay.
But that's the whole thing, Ryan.
I don't
what
like
the
the ending
Smile
of Smile,
Demon
yeah.
does.
But I was surprised with how, like, you know what? They're going for something. Again, should this guy remake Possession? I don't know about that, but yeah, have fun with that.
Listen, Robert's in that one, right?
He is in that. He's
Listen,
in
That would
crazy.
be very fun.
That elevates it immediately.
Is he actually going to be
I
in
hope-
it, or is he just producing it?
Yeah, it's true. I don't know actually.
Mm.
Hope he's playing
I
Heinrich.
would.
You and
Oh my god, that would be awesome. I don't think he would sign up for that and not put himself in those shoes.
That's true.
He is too.
He would probably do this the Sam Neill role, but if he was Heinrich, holy fuck.
Oh boy. Anyways, where were best surprise? Right. Is your monster just like we didn't hear about this movie and it's good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just was like, oh, well, I'll go see this movie that I've heard some people say, and I loved it. And I was like, what the
I want to
fuck?
watch it real
What
bad.
the fuck?
I keep meaning to watch it, but
Yeah.
I never do.
Let me lend you my Blu-ray, or I would if there was one.
Boom!
It's on Max right now. I
the
believe.
one to
think.
watch for HBO.
Yes.
And your monster, yes.
But yeah. I don't think it hangs, but I was
Want to
very.
give a shout out.
It showed up out of nowhere, and I watched it, and it became one of my favorites of the year for out of nowhere. And I was like, what the hell?
Okay. Yeah, I want to watch it.
I was like, I'm so surprised.
Civil War was quite a surprise that it was not obnoxious and bad.
That's so true.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it'll hang.
I don't know if it hangs. It was, definitely a better return to form since Men for Alex Garland, which was, I didn't hate. It was just, disappointing mostly to me. But I'm not a woman, so I don't know. I don't know. I was like, he gets it. That's right.
Gets it.
But yeah, and then, he has that movie come out this year that just looks like a standard war movie. And it's like, this does nothing for me, my man.
Oh,
Warframe, Warcraft,
I think Warframe.
Warzone.
I think Warframe is it.
Is it really Warframe?
I think.
That's a
could
video
not
game.
tell you.
I'll look.
Wartime? Warman.
It's got the guy.
War
from,
guys.
I think it's got the guy from May December in it. Unfortunately.
It does have him in his William Porter.
Yeah. Well, Civil War, goodbye.
I'm okay with cutting that. Yeah.
Warfare.
Okay. I was not surprised by Red Rooms because Carrie told me it slapped, and then guess
Carrie
what?
was
It
surprised.
slapped.
It was a similar situation where I was like, I'll go watch this random movie that a few people in my Discord club have said is good, and I watched it and I was like, holy shit. Yeah, banger. But I don't know if that hangs just on the merits.
Leave it on there for now, I think.
Merits of.
I think you're the biggest. I think you're the only one who saw Beetlejuice. Did you see Beetlejuice?
I did see Beetlejuice. I think it's surprising that movie came out and it was something that people liked.
Yeah.
Because I never was I know I'd seen Beetlejuice as a kid, but it did not resonate with me, and I just kind of forgot about it. While for a lot of people our age and I think like a couple years older than our generation, like really, really love that movie. It's very, very important to them. So for those people having a sequel that like is pretty solid, that is very surprising. And I think it was also a big surprise for Warner Brothers because I think it's their only movie that came out last year that made them any money.
Yeah.
After they had a stinker. of a year. So that is a surprise. I didn't love it. It has a lot of entertaining stuff. It does have that one plot thread with the wife that you could cut out of the movie and nothing would change.
The soul sucker?
Yeah.
Is that the Monica Bellucci lady?
Yeah.
So we can't cut that.
Oh, okay.
Obviously.
Okay, I'll cut the Fall Guy, but
You thought it would be good, and it was good. I don't know.
No, yeah.
So we have Red Room's Problemestia, Lisa Frankenstein, The First Omen, Beetlejuice. I'll let Carrie say more about Lisa Frankenstein, but what I'll say is, the pitch of it isn't super interesting. Like a girl Frankenstein making a boyfriend type of thing. Like you see this, like, okay, boo. But then you see, the director, Zelda Williams, and the writer Diablo Cody's like, okay, and like the cast is pretty solid. And then the movie just hits so much harder than you would expect. And, Carrie could definitely attend to that more.
I was just going to say, I don't know how surprised I was by Lisa Frankenstein, because I watched those trailers and I was like, oh, that's going to be a fucking banger. And it was.
It was. I just think it, for a lot of stuff from that, just like the Jennifer's body of it is just like, you don't know. You have that feeling like this could be very good, but, marketing makes
it. But I don't think it's going to make this list. But I agree. Like, I wasn't sure, like, is this going to land? This has the possibility to be very good and very fun, but it could also be bad and painful to watch.
Yeah.
And it was good.
I knew I was going to love it, but, like, maybe I was surprised by how, like, actually good it was.
How it was, like, the first movie you watched of the year and nothing got it out of number one position. That is a surprise.
We love that.
You don't expect the first movie you watch of the year to like hang that long.
To be fair, I think the first movie we watched was Night Swim.
Yeah.
Which was also a banger.
I really like Catherine Newton is what I learned also. I really like her.
She's so good in that movie.
She's very good. Okay. So does that mean that it's not on the list then? Are we cutting it right? Is that what that came about?
I mean, yeah, I'd be fine with cutting it from this list in particular.
Okay. Yeah, cut one more.
And then again, I would say I was not surprised by Red Rooms because Carrie told me it would be awesome.
I think the fact that Carrie went in completely blind.
Yeah,
okay.
I think of these, we could cut Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, so
because I was just surprised because I again thought those trailers looked stupid, so I was like, that looks like dog shit, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, they seemed like very like legacy, just typical legacy.
Yeah, I thought it was just gonna be that, but. It was more. And
it did its own thing and it was entertaining.
Yeah.
So we have Red Room's Problemestia and The First Omen.
I think The First Omen is the winner of this movie.
Yeah, I agree.
We had I had this again.
I thought it looked horrible. Like I don't know how my read on that trailer was so wrong. The backwards trailer with the fucking song from Horns. And I was like, this looks
it was
the Omen
The Exorcist
prequel?
believer of it all also didn't help.
I think that's true. That was still fresh in our brain. We were like, oh boy.
Here we go again.
But if I had known that it was the director who did Brand New Cherry Flavor on Netflix, which is a horror show that I watched a couple episodes of, and it's very, very body horror-y, trippy, weird. But if I had known that going in, it probably wouldn't have been... I would have had more of an expectation of it, but then going in and then just seeing this tour de force of like style, imagery, horror,
and just not even subtle. Like, yes, I love this movie as much as you all do, and I am just going to do the same.
This is my chance.
I'm just gonna do it. So fuck you.
And I love that.
The expectations going into an Omen prequel are gonna be very low.
Yeah.
But it being somehow the best Omen movie, which probably doesn't say a whole lot, because from what I've heard, it's the first one.
Fine.
And then it's just like,
it was crazy. Back in when more people cared about Catholicism, and
right.
They're like, this is fucked.
Whoa.
This is
You can't do that.
Yeah, exactly.
What the hell?
It's like when I watched the original Wicker Man for the first time a year or two ago, or probably more than that actually, but how it just felt much more like, oh, this would have been much scarier for people back in the day, because it's like, oh, this poor cop goes to this island of hippies. Oh no.
That's fair. I guess I
You
didn't
read the New York Times article from the 70s, like, this poor man.
So I feel like people watching that would have been much more disturbed by that aspect.
You're
like,
right. I didn't even get that part. I didn't even get that.
Poor cop. Oh, that's so horrifying for him. But watching it now, it's like, this fucking wet blanket.
I didn't thought about that. Yeah, that's best surprise. The winner is the First Omen. Congratulations, with also surprising Red Rooms and Problemestia. We didn't talk about why Problemestia. Problemestia was impossible to read. And again, if I knew more about Julio Torres' game, I think I would have had more expectations. But reading the trailers, I was like, I don't know what to make of this.
Yeah. It looked like kitschy.
Yeah,
it was hard to even know what the movie was.
Right.
Like what it was about. You know. Because it was so frantic and just like, okay, so he's working for this lady, but like, why and what is this going for? But then, it's it's probably.
And also surprising for me, going to this movie, I had no idea that was Tilda Swinton in those trailers. No clue at all.
Funny.
So when it clicked on me, I was like, holy shit, this is transformative. Oh my god. Man. God bless. She just
I love that
put
movie.
it all in there. It's great. Good stuff. Well, that's day one, folks.
Whoa.
Best of. Today we did best style, best horror, worst movie, and best surprise. Next time, most disappointing, standout moment, best performance, best old movies in the top 10 of 2024. What a season. What a season. Halfway through. Ryan Lance, if people want to see the movies that are halfway through 2025, where could they find your
You could go to letterboxd.com, user film piece. That is me. I was telling Carrie recently, like, this is the farthest we've gone into a year, and like I have so many 3 stars.
Yeah, it has been
it's been the most like middling year ever.
But that'll change when we watch The Woman in the Yard.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm so excited.
Let her in, folks.
Today's the day.
That's
gonna be a banger. You can find me just by searching up my first name, Carrie, Karrie.
You can find me at jcruzalvarez26. Well, I will also be watching The Woman in the Yard.
Hell yeah, we gotta get tickets after this.
Yeah, probably. My God. Well,
yeah.
Until next time, bye-bye.